The year is 2025. It marks a pivotal moment in military aviation history. New warplanes are entering service, others are deep in advanced testing. Nations across the globe are heavily investing in next-generation aircraft. They are pursuing platforms that are more stealthy, faster, smarter than ever before. This new generation of aerial warfare is not just about individual aircraft performance. It is about a system of systems. Manned fighters are being designed to command fleets of unmanned drones. This essay will explain the major trends shaping military aviation. It will use clear facts and simple language. The central claim is clear. Military aircraft are evolving into highly connected nodes within a vast network. They are becoming more difficult to detect through advanced stealth. They are achieving greater speeds and ranges with innovative engines. They are becoming more intelligent through the integration of artificial intelligence. Stealth technology is a cornerstone of modern military aircraft design. It is no longer a niche capability reserved for a few specialized planes. It has become a fundamental requirement for survival in contested airspace. Stealth, or low observability, is the art of making an aircraft difficult to detect. This is primarily achieved by reducing its radar cross-section. Radars work by bouncing radio waves off an object. Stealth aircraft use special shapes with flat, angled surfaces. These shapes deflect radar waves away from the radar receiver. This is why planes like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning Dassault have such distinct angular appearances. However, shaping is only one part of the stealth equation. Modern warplanes also use advanced radar-absorbent materials. These are special coatings and composite structures applied to the aircraft's skin. When radar waves hit these materials, their energy is converted into a tiny amount of heat. This prevents the waves from bouncing back to the enemy's sensors. The B-21 Raider, America's newest stealth bomber, incorporates the latest generation of these materials. The goal is to make the aircraft appear no larger than a bird on an enemy's radar screen, if it appears at all. Stealth is not an invisibility cloak. It does not make an aircraft completely undetectable. Instead, it shrinks detection range and must be paired with electronic warfare, high speed, and smart tactics. The world is witnessing a new race for air superiority. Several major powers are developing sixth-generation fighters. These are not upgraded versions of today's jets. They represent a fundamental rethinking of air combat. In the United States, the flagship program is the Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD. NGAD is not a single aircraft. It is a system of systems. It features a central manned fighter jet, the penetrating counter-air platform. That crewed aircraft is meant to act as a quarterback. It will command uncrewed autonomous drones, collaborative combat aircraft. Across the Atlantic, a similar vision is taking shape. The first program is the Global Combat Air Program, Tempest, United Kingdom, Italy, Japan. Tempest aims for an optionally manned, highly advanced fighter. It will project a virtual cockpit into the pilot's helmet. It will use an advanced adaptive cycle engine. Like NGAD, Tempest is built to control swarms of adjunct drones. The three-way collaboration pools resources and expertise. It also aims to produce an exportable fighter for allies. The second program is the Future Combat Air System, FCAS, France, Germany, Spain. It centers on a new generation fighter working with remote carrier drones. The whole system will be linked by the Air Combat Cloud. The future of air combat is less about dogfighting and more about information dominance. These programs are incredibly ambitious and expensive, leveraging materials, science, propulsion, artificial intelligence, and sensor technology. Strategic bombers remain a critical component of national power. They provide a nation with the ability to project force across vast distances. In 2025, the most significant development is the USAF B-21 Raider. This new stealth bomber is the first of its kind in over 3 decades. It is designed to be the backbone of America's long-range strike fleet. The B-21 is engineered to penetrate the most sophisticated and heavily defended airspaces on the planet. It will be capable of delivering conventional payloads. It will be capable of delivering nuclear payloads. Its primary mission is to hold any target anywhere in the world at risk. It builds upon lessons learned from previous stealth aircraft, F-117 Nighthawk, B-2 Spirit, and features a flying wing design. Its surfaces use newer radar-absorbent materials that are more effective and easier to maintain. The aircraft is being built with an open architecture approach. Its software and systems can be easily upgraded. Beyond stealth, the B-21 is a highly connected intelligence and surveillance node. It will collect and share vast amounts of data. Other aircraft, satellites, Ground forces. It is expected to operate with, or without a crew, on board. The B-21 is a multi-role, long-range sensor shooter. It can find targets, attack them, and share awareness. Other nations are pursuing advanced bombers, China's Xi'an H-20 and Russia's Tu-160mm, underscoring bombers' enduring strategic value. The skies of 2025 increasingly populated by unmanned aircraft systems, or drones. These aircraft have evolved far beyond their initial roles in surveillance and targeted strikes. They are now integral to almost every aspect of air operations. A revolutionary new concept. Gaining traction is the loyal wingman, a high-performance, semi-autonomous drone designed to fly alongside manned fighter jets, also called collaborative combat aircraft. They act as force multipliers, extending the reach and capabilities of manned aircraft. The core idea is an affordable, attritable asset. Attritable means the aircraft is cheap enough that its loss can be tolerated. A loyal wingman costs a fraction of a manned sixth-generation fighter. Sent ahead to probe enemy defenses. Used as a decoy to draw enemy fire. Carrying out electronic warfare missions, jamming enemy radars to open a safe corridor for the strike package. Also designed to be weapon carriers. One manned fighter could control several loyal wingmen, each armed with missiles or bombs. Lets the manned jet stay back, orchestrating the attack while drones go into harm's way. Section 6. The brains of the operation. Artificial intelligence and networked warfare. Artificial intelligence is the invisible force powering the next generation of military aircraft. It is the brain that enables many of the advanced capabilities seen in 2025. AI algorithms are being used to process the enormous streams of data coming from an aircraft's sensors. A human pilot can be quickly overwhelmed by this flood of information. AI can instantly sort through this data. AI can identify and prioritize threats. AI can present the most critical information to the pilot in an easy-to-understand format. AI is also the key to enabling autonomous and semi-autonomous systems. Modern forces are building vast, resilient data networks, combat clouds, that link everything on the battlefield. A stealth fighter could detect a hidden missile launcher and instantly transmit target data to a distant bomber, which could then launch a long-range weapon to destroy it. However, it also introduces new vulnerabilities, cyber attacks and electronic jamming. There are significant ethical and legal questions. Nations are working to ensure a human remains in control of critical decisions. Despite these challenges, AI is an indispensable part of modern air power, making aircraft smarter, faster, and more effective. The true power of AI is realized when combined with networking, creating a more lethal and resilient force. Section 7. Propulsion and power. The engines driving the future. The performance of any aircraft is ultimately determined by its engines. In 2025, a new generation of propulsion enables unprecedented speed, range, and efficiency. One of the most significant breakthroughs is the adaptive cycle engine. Traditional engines optimize for a specific speed and altitude, high-speed supersonic flight or fuel-efficient cruising. An adaptive engine, like for NGAD, can change how it operates in mid-flight. It can reconfigure to act like a high-performance turbojet or a fuel-sipping turbofan. This adaptive capability means longer, efficient transits and high-thrust combat when needed. Increased range is crucial in vast areas like the Pacific, and reduces reliance on vulnerable tankers. New engines integrate thermal management to cool powerful radars, computers, and EW systems, and reduce IR signature. Research continues into rotating detonation engines and hypersonic propulsion concepts. For transports and tankers like KC-46, efficiency gains mean flying farther and carrying more fuel or cargo. Whether for combat or logistics, engine technology is the powerhouse delivering the speed, reach, and endurance to dominate the skies. Section 8. Offense and defense in the Mach 5+ realm. A new class of weapon, the hypersonic weapon. These weapons travel at speeds greater than Mach 5, or 5 times the speed of sound. They are incredibly difficult to defend against. Their extreme speed leaves very little time to react. Many can maneuver, making interception far more complex. Several nations are aggressively developing hypersonic weapons. They can be launched from the ground, from ships, or from aircraft. Defense starts with detection, new layers of space-based infrared sensors in low Earth orbit. Networked satellites track from launch to impact, updating trajectory for fire control. The interceptor challenge is immense, hitting a maneuvering target, moving over a mile per second. Solutions range from faster interceptors to directed energy weapons. Air bases, carriers, and command centers are now vulnerable to long-range surprise attack. Defending against this threat is a top priority for modern militaries. Section 9. Conclusion. A connected, contested, and costly future in the skies. The landscape of military aviation in 2025 is defined by three powerful trends: stealth, connectivity, autonomy. The most advanced warplanes are no longer standalone platforms. They are nodes in a vast, interconnected network. This creates a comprehensive, real-time picture of the battlefield. Aircraft are harder to see, faster, and smarter. The United States advances NGAD and B-21. Europe and Asia drive Tempest and FCAS 6th-generation capabilities. Unmanned systems add mass and distribute risk. Hypersonic threats force renewed focus on missile defense and space-based sensors. These capabilities come at immense cost and complexity, demanding tough choices and intensive training. The human element remains critical, with pilots orchestrating teams of human and machine assets. Air power remains central, but the future belongs to the force that best networks assets, integrates manned and unmanned systems, and processes information faster to make smarter decisions. The new warplanes of 2025 are the intelligent, interconnected core of a new way of warfare.